Sabaha everybody and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to do a charging speed test between the OnePlus 7 Pro, between the P30 Pro, as well as the Reno 10x zoom. Which one of them will go from 0 all the way to 100% the fastest? This is TK, let's check it out. Like and subscribe and hit that bell icon so that you're always notified whenever we put out new videos on the channel. So here we have all three devices. The P30 Pro that has a 4200 milliamp battery that is supported by the Huawei 40 supercharger that's included in the box. In the center we have the OnePlus 7 Pro. Now this one's supported with the Warp Charger 30 that's included as well in the box. We have a 4000 milliamp battery built in here. The biggest battery that we've ever had on a OnePlus device to date. On the right side, we have the Reno 10x zoom. Now this one has a 4067 milliamp battery, so it's pretty comparable to what we have here in the middle. And of course is including the VOOC flash charging, VOOC 3.0 flash charging brick included in the box. Now I will be using an adapter for both the P30 Pro as well as the Oppo Reno, as both of these plugs are non-US. But overall, as far as the experience, we're using the original bricks as well as the original cables that came in the box. And then as far as setting the baseline for all three devices, I ran a battery draining application on all three of these devices till each one of them shut down on its own, which means essentially it gets to the point where it is the least amount of power that it has, and then the device automatically shuts off. So as far as the baseline, that's how we're going to start. And so up to 5 minutes, I will plug in these devices and see basically how they perform up to 5 minutes. If they don't turn on automatically, meaning the device does not turn on, at the 5-minute mark, I will turn each, whatever's left, I'll turn them back on, and then we'll continue going all the way till we reach 100% on each one of these devices. 1 minute and 40 seconds till 100%. So right about a minute, an hour and 20 minutes or so. Unfortunately, my main camera, the one that's been filming this entire thing, just kind of had a buffer overflow, and I had to restart the actual stream. But for the most part, when we left off, we were pretty close. We are at 97% here on the OnePlus 7 Pro, and we are now at 98. And then we are at 98. So now they are both at the same level, 98% on both the OnePlus 7 Pro and the Reno 10x zoom. So there we have it. An hour and 26 minutes took us for the Oppo Reno 10x zoom to go to 100%. This was at about 100, basically an hour and 25 minutes that we were able to hit with the OnePlus 7 Pro to hit from basically dead all the way to 100%. And of course, last thing we have here is the P30 Pro took an hour and 2 minutes to go to 100%. The first thing I do want to mention to you guys, again, at about an hour and 20 minutes, my main camera, that's my overhead camera, did basically run an overflow. But at that time, we already knew that basically the winner of the actual race is the P30 Pro at an hour and 2 minutes. That's one thing you want to keep in mind. But as far as the actual other devices, at about an hour and 25 minutes, we were able to get to 100% on the OnePlus 7 Pro. And then of course, an hour and 26 minutes, roughly very soon later, a little bit like about a minute later, the Reno 10x zoom basically hit 100%. The main thing that we learned out of all of these things, and I'm actually going to start looking at the numbers because we actually was able to pull a lot of those numbers for you, is that at about 30 minutes, just basically from dead, again, all three devices battery shut down. We reached 73% on the P30 Pro, 59% on the OnePlus 7 Pro, and then 43% on the Reno 10x zoom. So they were charging at their fastest all the way up to basically 30 minutes, and even at 40 minutes, because we went from 73 to 88 on the P30 Pro, and it went from 59 to 74 on the OnePlus 7 Pro. So the warp charger is, well, definitely very, very fast. The last thing we noticed, obviously, from 43 to 60%, and that's basically what you could expect in about 40 minutes. Now, as far as, again, as I mentioned to you guys, we were able to reach 100 in about an hour and 2 minutes on the P30 Pro. Now, we do have, obviously, the fastest charger. The Huawei Supercharge 40 watts is the fastest on the market. So we haven't seen any other ones. And I was expecting that basically the Reno would be almost as fast, but it seemed like it was running basically behind for most of the charging speed. And at the end, if you notice, it kind of became neck and neck with the OnePlus 7 Pro, as the OnePlus 7 Pro, after a certain percentage, reduces the charging speed. The temperatures, as you saw, were running pretty hot at the beginning, and they kind of tempered off and they kind of a little bit cooler. And it actually kind of mirrored the temperatures of the chargers, the bricks that you're basically charging from. Those actually usually get pretty warm as well. Unfortunately, they weren't in the frame. Let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think about these things? I mean, just to keep in mind, all of these charging speeds are definitely very, very fast. And Oppo definitely does have something that is a lot faster than what we saw here with the Reno 10x zoom. But again, at about an hour and 25 minutes, you can go at 100% on any of these, at about an hour exactly on the P30 Pro. Like and subscribe as usual. Thank you very much for the support, and I'll see you guys in the next video.